my parents kicked me out the day I turned 18 because I got pregnant and they said I was ruining the family reputation. I'll never forget that day. I had just come home from my doctor's appointment where I'd gotten my first ultrasound. I was scared but also excited to tell them. Maybe they'd be supportive, I thought. Maybe they'd help me figure this out. Instead, Mom took one look at the ultrasound photo and started screaming. How could you be so stupid? What will the neighbors think? What will Pastor Johnson say? We have a reputation in this community. Dad shook his head and said, you made your choice, now deal with the consequences. We're not letting you drag our family name through the mud with this mess. By the time I got back from school the next day, they had changed the locks. My stuff was in garbage bags on the front porch, some already getting wet from morning dew. My little sister Anna watched from the window as I loaded everything into my beat-up Honda, tears streaming down her face. I moved in with my boyfriend John's family, but that lasted exactly 3 months. The day we found out the baby might have Down syndrome, he completely lost it. I can't handle this, he said, frantically packing his bags. I'm supposed to be starting college, not dealing with a special needs kid. This isn't what I signed up for. His parents kicked me out that same night, said they couldn't have that kind of stress in their house and needed to think about John's future. So there I was, 18, pregnant, homeless, and completely alone. I was sleeping in my car behind a 24-hour diner, washing up in gas station bathrooms when everything changed. I was at my regular clinic appointment when I met Laura in the waiting room. She was 35, well-dressed, and looked like she'd been crying. We started talking, and she told me she'd been trying to have kids for 10 years. Multiple miscarriages, failed IVF attempts, thousands of dollars down the drain. My wife and I have been on adoption waiting lists for 3 years, she said. We just want to love a child so badly. We've got so much love to give. Something about her felt different. She wasn't judging me or treating me like a charity case. She actually listened when I talked about my fears, my dreams, my plans for the future. Over the next few weeks, we met up several times at coffee shops and parks. Laura and her wife Vanessa were both doctors. Laura was a pediatrician, and Vanessa was a family therapist. They showed me pictures of the nursery they'd already prepared, complete with accessibility features for special needs children. We don't care about diagnoses or disabilities, Vanessa told me during one meeting. We just want to give a child the best possible life. Every child deserves unconditional love. They offered to pay all my medical bills, rent me a nice apartment until birth, cover groceries and gas, and give me $30,000 afterward if I'd let them adopt my baby. But more than that, they wanted me involved in the process. They came to every appointment, felt the baby kick, helped pick names. When my daughter was born, she was absolutely perfect. No Down syndrome, just a healthy, beautiful little girl with tiny fingers. Handing her over to Laura and Vanessa was the hardest thing I'd ever done, but watching their faces light up made it worth every tear. The $30,000 completely changed my life. I got my own one-bedroom apartment in a safe neighborhood, bought a reliable car that actually started every morning, and enrolled in nursing school. Laura and Vanessa sent photos every month, and my daughter looked so incredibly happy. 2 years later, I was halfway through nursing school maintaining a 3.8 GPA when my phone rang. It was Anna, now 16 and crying hysterically. Mom has stage 3 breast cancer, she sobbed. Insurance won't cover all the treatments she needs. We're going to lose the house because of medical bills. Dad's working 3 jobs, but it's still not enough. Then came the part I'd been waiting for. Can you help us? I know things ended badly, but we're family. Family helps family, right? I sat there in my clean apartment, looking at my nursing textbooks spread across my kitchen table, and the latest photo of my daughter on her swing set. You kicked me out when I needed family most, I said calmly. That was different, Anna protested. You made a mistake. You were being irresponsible. Yeah, and you all abandoned me for it. Left me homeless and pregnant. Now you want my help? I told her about the adoption money, my nice apartment, my reliable car, my nursing school grades. I told her about my daughter's new family and how happy and loved she was. Turns out getting kicked out was the best thing that ever happened to me. I learned who my real family is, and it's not the people who threw me away. Anna was quiet for a long moment. So you won't help us at all? I'll help you, Anna, I said. You're just a kid caught in the middle of their mistakes, but Mom and Dad made their choice when they changed those locks. Now they can deal with the consequences. I hung up and went back to studying for my pharmacology exam. Sometimes the family you choose is infinitely better than the one you're born into.